Hi everybody, welcome to another one of my Sunday sessions for my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do the harmonic breakdown for you for something I did a couple of weeks ago, which is a wonderful Billy Stringhorn ballad called Isfahan. Billy composed this in D flat, and as I mentioned in my session a couple of weeks ago, I'm playing an arrangement that Steve Gilmore created. It's a 32-bar tune, and Steve Gilmore played the first 16 bars a half step below the original key in the key of C. The first cadence is unusual. It's really the only song I know with this particular turnaround. The opening chords are C major 7, A major 7, 6 major, to 6 dominant, to a 2 dominant, to a flat 6 major, to a 5. So the melody starts with a major arpeggio, essentially descending, starting on the major 7. So in the key of C, it's going to sound like this. Now, depending on whether or not you want to play this in tempo, Billy wrote this as a ballad. I usually play it as a walking ballad, slightly faster than he composed it. Sometimes I like to play ballads rubato initially to give yourself a chance to create a little more harmonic detail. So if I wanted to play that as double stops instead of playing a basic major arpeggio with single notes, I might play this. So there's just a C major with the major 7 on top and the tonic. There's a tonic, major 7 and 5, so then I can use the open E, and then the C and the open B. Then I'm going to an A major. So the A major I'm using there is pretty straightforward, just tonic, 9, 5, and major 7 on top. Or, and then there's the A major. The next chord is the D7. I can use that open E on top, which is the 9. The open B, which gives me the 6. Then I have the flat 7 and the 3rd. So that opening cadence could be, here's my A major 9. And if I'm doing a rubato, I might catch the sharp 11 by moving my F sharp up to a G sharp on the D string. Now he arpeggiates actually an augmented major for this next part of the melody. So that's just coming down to C triad. So you could either think of that as essentially A flat major augmented. This is a G7, so I could go sometimes I might play those as individual notes, so I could go. And this is a C major. I've got, this is a bit of a stretch. You could also play it this way. The 9 is on top. A voicing I like is just a D triad with the open G. So that's F sharp on the 4th fret of the D, open G, 9 on the 3rd fret of the B string. And I might catch the 3rd below it, or you could play it down here if you prefer. Then the next part of the melody is, that's just a C triad. He's now resolving to the 3 minor. So I'm thinking of this as an F sharp, just a very simple F sharp. I think the original change is half diminished. I'm just playing tonic and minor 3rd. So those are just simple minor triads. I'm not sure if all that's part of Billy's original melody, but I like going down chromatically. And I'm going to do the same thing up a whole step. We're resolving to F sharp minor. Again, just simple minor triads. If you want to play this half diminished, you could add the flatted 5th there. Now he's resolving to E major. I could play, that's a voicing I like to use sometimes, that's low green sharp 2. So if that's F sharp half diminished, that's really an A melodic minor chord. So I'm playing A, E, G sharp, and C on top. It's just a B7 with a flat 9 on top. So there's flat 7, 3rd, and a flat 9 on top, the C on top. So here's E major. Now here's where the modulation occurs in the Steve Gilmore arrangement. We're going to modulate up a half step to Billy's original key of D flat. So I'm keeping that B on top for the E major. I might play that as a major 9, 3, 5, 7, with a 9 on, and then the 5 on top. So this is a pretty simple way to play an E major 9. It's just a B triad with a G sharp in the bass. Now I'm going to keep that same B on top and play a B flat 13, flat 9. And then an E flat 7 with a flat 13. And then go up a half step, and now we're playing the original melody that we played in the key of C, simply up a half step in the key of D flat. All the same voicings. This is a B flat major 9. This is essentially just an E flat sus that has a third in it, so it's got the 5 in the bass, major third on the 10th fret of the A string, that's the third, then the 4th, so the A flat on the, I'm just essentially barring across the 6th fret, and the melody is the 9 on the 6th fret of the B string, the F. And here's the augmented major arpeggio again. We're just doing everything that we did in the key of C, simply up a half step. So we're just coming down a C sharp major triad as an A major augmented. Now he's resolving up a 4th to the key of D flat. So this is essentially just, you can either think of this as a G7 or with a tritone with a D flat. I usually think of it as a D flat. So it's D flat, D, and G on top. Now I'm resolving to a up a 4th to a G flat major. I might do that just with simple double stops. This is a C7. I've got the sharp 9 on top. I might do that. So there's major third E on the 7th fret of the A, flat 7 B flat on the 8th fret of the D string, sharp 9 on top. So he's just cycling dominant chords on the way down. It's going to be C7. That's an F7 with a tensions on top, the sharp 9 and the flat 13. So if you're thinking that as an F7, it's tonic if you want to grab it. Then 5, the C on the 10th fret of the D, flat 7 on the 8th fret of the B string, sharp 9 and sharp 11 on the 9th and 7th frets of the B and D. So that's an F7, actually F7, sharp 9, sharp 11. So here's the C. I'm thinking that as a B flat 7 altered. Basically tonic, flat 9, and flat 7 on the 9th frets of the D and B. So that open cadence is. And then this is coming down to, this is an E flat 7. This is a 2 dominant. We're resolving back on our way down to D flat. I think it's just a straight major arpeggio again. But I'm thinking this is a 2. This is 13 flat 9. This is the A flat 13 flat 9 resolving to the D flat. So I've just got the A flat in the bass, major third on the 5th fret of the G string, 13, which is the F on the 6th fret of the B, on the flat 9 on top. And then the melody resolves up. So I'm just playing this as a very simple D flat major with a 13 on top. So that last little cadence is. Oops, I forgot to include that chord. That's part of the cadence too. Sorry about that. That's the B flat 7. Sometimes I like to play the A flat and the G together if I'm playing a B flat dominant chord. So there's major third, D, flat 7, 6, and 5 on top. And then this. Now for the very last cadence, I decided to go down chromatically and play that same last cadence, 2 dominant, 5-1, in the keys of C and B flat. Sorry, keys of C and B. I'm going to do the same thing in the key of B. So that's just a coda at the end of the tune, basically. I normally don't like to play a turnaround 3 times, but I thought it was kind of an interesting twist to play it going down chromatically. So there's Billy Strayhorn's Isfahan in 2 keys, courtesy of Steve Gilmore, keys of C and D flat. I think some of these cadences could be applied more broadly to other tunes. There's some really nice 2 dominant 5-1 cadences in there. As I said, that opening cadence of 1, 6 major, 6 dominant, 2 dominant, flat 6 major 5 is the only tune I know that does that specific cadence. I think it's a beautiful tune. Check out, if you go to YouTube and type in Duke Ellington, Billy Strayhorn, Isfahan, there's a fantastic black and white TV show from the mid-1960s, I think about 1964, with Duke and Billy playing that tune featuring Johnny Hodges. One of my very favorite ballads. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it. And if you haven't already done so, if you'd consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, that would be great. Take care, everyone. See you soon.